On September 12, 2014, a fire destroyed much of Pandora Gastelum's home, also leaving the Mudlark Public Theater closed until it is repaired. In spite of this tragedy, she continues her craft and is managing 3 performances at the 7th annual New-Orleans-Fringe-Festival.
We are still able to perform in spite of the loss of the space because a number of the puppet shows that we built in past years survived the fire, and so we've been able to pull out some of our older shows and keep our obligations to different venues around town.
From a builder standpoint, it wasn't as bad as everybody had said. There's a lot of damage to the property, specifically in the kitchen and that front bedroom over there, but it's rebuildable.
Today we started Demolition and it feels really good. I forgot what the space looked like without all the drywall and naturally all the decor that I put on it. It's actually quite an incredible building. I'm in love with it and I'm tempted to just clean it up and throw varnish over the whole thing and leave it as is. It's just such an incredible space and it's been here for 130 years. And I feel a little arrogant that I ever did anything to intervene in its beauty, but you know, you have to do that. It's actually better for the wood. So, but it feels great to be started. You know, it feels very cleansing just to smash the walls up and let everything go. I also have a lot of really incredible people who are working very diligently to support me, and I'm incredibly grateful and glad I got up this morning.
You know, it's a little weird doing it on her theater, but you know, as we're like taking down all the drywall and stuff, you can see the bones of the house, which are really good and actually really beautiful. So we've both been getting ideas about you know, maybe we shouldn't put drywall back on it. Like, it looks really good right now.
We have had an intense outpouring of community support. There have been at least half a dozen benefit shows. There was an art auction. The print shop did a private sale.
I went to college with Pandora, and when I first thought about doing the New Orleans Fringe Festival, she was the first person I called, and so she generously offered her space 4 years ago, and we've been there every year since. I think I read about the fire online, and within an hour Pandora had called me and said, "This is what happened, I'm really upset." She was obviously very upset, and she's like, "But I have another space for you, so here's a plan."
So many community organizations that we have allowed to use this as a venue in the past, they're organizations that lack their own personal space, and we have let them use it for free or very cheap, and they have consistently over the last couple of months turned around and repaid that favor in kind.
She just sort of experienced this horrible tragedy, and it seemed like her first inclination was sort of helping out the shows for the Fringe Festival.
We've already raised $17,000 in donations in 2 months just through campaigning and the various benefits that have gone on. As far as catharsis goes, definitely throwing a lot of burned things out the window into a dumpster and hearing them go smash was probably the most physically cathartic. I haven't yet reflected on the event in any artistic way, and that's coming down the road. Today was the day that we really start over. This is the first step back into the Mudlark. I feel like this is the first day that I've begun to move back into the building.
Donations can be made online for Pandora Gastelum and the Mudlark Public Theater at ucaring.com.